Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, I'm just going to review a few items I've got within the last year from Celine. A lot of their stuff you can order online, so this might be helpful if you're thinking of getting any of this stuff. So the first thing I'll show you is a purse, and this was a gift. I didn't buy this, but it was a very nice gift. And this is the Ava Bag, and it's in the white canvas color. I believe it comes in brown, and there's some other colors. It also comes in plain, like green and blue, I think. I personally, I really like this because I've never had a lighter color bag. I'm just always too afraid that I might get something on it. But I think if you're kind of like me, this is a good in-between bag. The handle is like a tan color, so you don't have to worry about really getting that dirty. A pocket in the back, lots of room, like it fits everything, your phone, your keys. I really like it. It is adjustable there. I just always leave it like this. It is like a perfect kind of like half moon shape. And it's really, I find, stays on your shoulder. It also is a very good purse to wear kind of like in the crook of your arm. So I really like that. It's easy to wipe down if you need to. So if you were thinking of getting this, I would really recommend it. Next up are a pair of shoes. I'm actually wearing them right now because right after this I have to run out the door, so I'll take one off. They are sandals. I wanted to invest in a nicer pair of sandals because I actually didn't own any. They have a few pairs of these that are pretty similar. So these are, I think they're called Leo Scratch Sandal or something. I'll link them down below. This type of sandal is very comfy. Obviously, you know, if you have a little bit of a wider foot, you can adjust it. I will caution you, if you have a very wide foot, it might not be good because if you had to like loosen this up too much, then you're gonna kind of like crease where it says Celine. So if you have a slightly wide foot, I think this is fine for you. And yeah, I find up here though, I do have to tighten them a bit more. So this Celine logo goes off to the side. And yeah, for size reference, I'm always a size 9 US or 40. And I got these in a 40, so they fit true to size. They're great. The only thing I will say, the very first time I wore them, which this was dumb of me, the leather was quite stiff the first time I wore them. And I wore them on as soon as I got them, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk. So we just went on a long walk, and it was really, really humid and hot out that day. And probably the skin on my feet was a little bit sticky because it was humid. And I did get a little bit of a rub mark on my foot there on both feet. Since then though, I put some leather conditioner and just kind of like massaged it into the leather and kind of worked it back and forth just to soften that bit up. And I've worn these probably at least 10 times since. Like I've worn them all day shopping. I think I wore them to outlets, like got lots of steps in, definitely like my 10,000 steps for the day. And they're perfectly fine. They didn't bother me at all. I would suggest if you get these because they have like that lug sole that's pretty heavy. When you're walking, I don't find it too bad, but it is definitely a heavier shoe. So I would suggest if you first get these, maybe just to wear them with socks and go for a walk, or put really thick socks on, walk around your place, go for a short walk. Don't be dumb like me on a really hot day and go for a long walk. That's silly. I got this quite a long time ago, but I'll see if it's still on the website. It was actually from the men's section, and it was just a bandana. I'm sorry, I'm filming this on my phone, so if it's backwards, I apologize. Yeah, it's just a bandana. It has Celine there. Obviously, you know how a bandana works. It also says Celine in the one corner, yeah, down there. And I kind of like it actually because when you fold it, it's not going to really say Celine in full. So it's kind of one of those things like if you know, you know. I think it looks cute around your neck. I mean, I'm not going to bother tying it right now, but you know how a bandana works. You can wear it lots of ways. I wore it one day like this. I have like an oversized black blazer. I tied it better though, and it was cute. And yeah, I think it looks cute too. Like if you have a ponytail or a bun, you can tie that around and just kind of leave the ends out too. So yeah, this was just, I don't know, just like a cute little accessory. And then I have one last thing to show you. So this bracelet, I actually wanted this for years. Like I wanted this years ago. It's the knot bracelet. And I tried on 3 different sizes. I believe online, though, there are 5 different sizes. I think at the store that I went to, they only had 3 sizes. So just for reference, even though like I feel like I have a bigger body, I'm like the opposite of petite. My wrists are not that big, I don't think, for my body. So I measured around my wrist. It was a bit under 6.5 inches. And for reference, if I'm wearing my Apple Watch, I take the small band and I wear it on the 4th notch. So, so basically the smallest version of this, the opening here is very, very tiny. It's not very big around. Like, I think you would have to be a very, very petite person in order for that to fit. I kind of put it on my wrist and it would have got stuck. So I didn't even fully put it on. It was very, very tiny. So I would think, don't even look at that first size unless you're a very, very tiny person. The second size and the third, this is actually the third size. I think it goes like C3. So the opening, I will warn you, the opening on both the second and third, it's not very big. The only difference between the second and third, it's a little bit wider there. So this bigger size allows it to slide up and down the wrist a little bit more. So I'll just put it on to show you. So the second size, it fit me fine, and that was probably my true size, but it really only moved like this, so it would kind of just go over the wrist bone and stop there on me. This one, definitely I can slide it up a lot more, but there's no risk of it falling off. So the lady explained, like, if you want this bigger one, it's a bit more versatile, right? Especially, I mean, I don't like the look of that Apple Watch, but realistically I do wear it a lot. Or if you happen to have other bracelets, so this one's bigger for stacking. So I really do like this. I think it's very pretty. Just know, unfortunately, I think if you have a very like a bigger size wrist, you're not going to be able to get this on. I think you should go into the store. Yeah, the opening is not that big, so there's no risk of it falling off. And then I'll show you from the back. So I hope that video was helpful for like a size guide reference, and I would recommend everything. I love Celine so much. Like, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy a lot of stuff in that store. Oh, on closing, let me share with you, I have 5 different perfumes from there. So there's 2 perfumes I really like. I'll show you a close-up, and let's rate my fave. I think my fave are Black Tie for sure, and Dom Perignon. Yeah, those are the 2 I would like. They come in the bigger bottles, and then also you can get a travel spray. And I believe with the travel container, you get 2 different perfumes. So that's the one I would go for. I'll show you a close-up on my ranking of these though. So the lady asked me, do you like more musky scents or fruity scents? I said musky. I prefer scents that almost smell a little bit masculine, or they're unisex, so keep that in mind. So these are kind of in the order that I like them. I would say, so my 2 favorite are Black Tie and Dom Perignon. I would say they're kind of tied for number 1. These are very complicated scents. There's lots of layers to them. I feel like depending on your mood and the day, they might smell very different on you. So I would definitely recommend trying them. Say if you live close to a Celine store, if you're in the mall, definitely spray it on your skin. Sometimes smelling it out of the bottle, you might like it or hate it, and then it smells a lot different on your skin. This is one of those scents I feel like you either love or hate, and depending on the day, I have mixed emotions on this, but I do either love it or hate it. It's weird. This does have a more of like a beachy scent. So yeah, this is their California scent. I like this, but I would never purchase it. This one I do not like. This reminds me of like an old lady smell. I don't know what ingredient in there it is, but if you smell this like reminds me of an old lady. So I do not like that, but those are definitely my top 2. And I feel like if you like one of these, you'll like both.